their second major tournament and have chosen Thomas Strakosha of Brentford to start in goal tonight. Captain Berat Trinchiti won the Europa League with Atalanta just 3 weeks ago. Christian Aslani, key player in midfield, having won Serie A with Inter Milan this past season. Nedim Berami also plays in Italy and will be a key player tonight. All 5 of this starting lineup currently play for Italian clubs, so they know their opposition very well indeed. And our referee tonight is Felix Speyer of Germany. Italy's defence of their European title is underway. Albania embarking on only their second ever major tournament. They are out to impress, and their supporters are here to support all the way and primarily make their voices heard. Former England defender Warren Barton alongside... No, it's a chance here! An early strike! Oh, my goodness! Nedim Berami for Albania, just seconds from kickoff.
Well, Jackie, you're talking about the defence of Italy being organised, compact. They've given the ball away, and he has punished them in the best way possible for Albania. He's alive, good touch, good awareness. Doesn't have to look at the goal, that's not going to move. What a goal, what a start to a game.
And that is the fastest ever goal scored in European Championship history.
Well, there's your captain just trying to calm everything down on the field, because the Italians, we spoke about them defensively, the inexperience. What you don't want to do is give the opposition a chance so early. He had no chance. Donnarumma in goal. They're trying to encourage them, they're trying to get forward. They're shell-shocked.
And the second kickoff in the space of barely 90 seconds. Italy shell-shocked in Dortmund, and what about the response? Jorginho. Oh, and a chance for an immediate reply, and it wasn't far away from Pellegrini.
That's a big chance with his ability. And again, you're right, Jackie, you said he's in that number 10 position. Just look at him there, he just waits, tries to just pass that into the corner. Just a little touch. And that give them a bit of confidence because the atmosphere in this stadium, it's like the Italians being away. I've never known the Italian fans be outsung, outnumbered. Giorgio Chiellini rightly said, you know, they want to be on the front foot, they want to play, they want to get their fans, but these Albanian supporters have come to be positive. I spoke about them being the fittest in qualification, the Albanians. They only conceded 4 goals as well, so the Italians better be switched on. What a start.
Absolutely sensational. We could have had 2 goals, we have had 1. And here they come again.
He's going to try and bully the 2 centre-halves. We spoke about the physical side of the game, of covering distance, but also the physical side of the game. Not just about running, but can you get your body in front of defenders? Peter was talking in the studio about defenders. It's a dying art. You've got to be able to compete as a defender. You've got to be able to go man-to-man or toe-to-toe whoever you're playing against.
Well, these supporters here just cannot believe what they've seen already.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
It is extraordinary. I hope that's coming across. I'm sure it is. Barella in the starting lineup today for Italy after that injury doubt. Italy don't need to panic. They have plenty of time to get back into this game and ultimately come through it. But they do need to keep their heads. Di Lorenzo.
I mean, that's an excellent point. Jackie, that's a great point as well. There's a lot of time in this game. Some of the Italian fans are probably not even got into their seats. So, although they're young, they played at a high level, this team. And it is Italy, the reigning champs.
Calafiori giving the ball away. The 2 central defenders chosen tonight. We did wonder what the options might be, but every time an Albanian player gets anywhere vaguely near the ball, as Safari tried to then. The supporters are up as if another goal's going to be scored.
And that's how they qualified. You know, all their games that they played in, they was on the front foot, particularly on their right-hand side. They come in with that left-footed shot. They're direct, they play soccer with a purpose. It's not just possession and we're passing. Once they get it, they're trying to hurt you. Now, whether that's over the top or whether that's to someone's feet.
Stoney's pass is a good one, but it doesn't reach Fratesi. Picked up by Di Lorenzo. To Bastoni of Inter Milan, the winner of Serie A this season.
I mean, some of the Italian players hadn't even touched the ball before that was in the back of the net.
Di Marco, not sure he's seen too much of it either.
Well, I think that'd be a good battle, because he likes to get forward, but he will leave space in behind. And this team, I mean, are not frightened just to pass it. And they're going to kick it long. They're going to pass it down the channel.
Marco. Jorginho.
He needs to get on the ball. He needs to get
Jorginho,
on the ball.
key player for them. One of the Euro 2020 winners. Albania with some defending to do.
You know, you see Toni Kroos in the game against Germany where he was running the show. Get him on the ball. And more importantly, he's got to want the ball. He's got to go and get it and demand the ball off of people.
Barella with a good ball into the box. There's plenty of space. And what about Italy's reaction to that early setback? Immediately, they tried to calm things down. They've had that chance with Pellegrini. Very much like an Italy away game. Jorginho. Pellegrini. Now options in the centre. Scamacca's waiting for it. Fratesi's there. Oh, and it's given away. A clever feed, but the offside flag presumably would have gone up had it. And it did in the end.
Again, you can just see over there, just calming it down, the Albanian player, just talking to their back line. Don't give the ball away cheaply. And they're just, sometimes you have to get rid of it. They don't, they anticipate. And it's been a good response by the Italians from giving away an early goal, which was a horrible mix-up at the back. No communication, no leadership, and you get punished. I mean, look at the gap. They stretched the field. You know, the three centre-forwards for Albania have gone 75 yards away. So there's a massive gap in midfield. And the reason they're doing that, Jack, is because they know they're fitter than anybody else. So they can cover the distance.
Armando Boya. Trasani. The last time they came here, they scored. That one deflected into the box, so they're taking no chances. Di Lorenzo putting it out for a corner to Albania.
Yeah, Hazani on this right-hand side, but predominantly left-footed. He scored some wonder goals in the qualification. Playing soccer in Korea, but not happy. He's 29 years of age. I think he'll be looking to maybe catch the eye of a lot of people. I was just going to say the Albanian fans are behind this goal, but they're behind everywhere. They're everywhere in this stadium.
All around us, that's for sure. Maybe not in the press tribune, but just in front of us. Red and black shirts everywhere. They have the advantage. Can they double it? Aslani with the corner for Albania. Swung in towards the near post. Ramadani's there.
And Jackie, you asked me the question before the game about having these fans behind you and what does it give you? It gives you a lot of energy, but you've got to control it. And just there, he's looking to do too much on the ball, make it too much of a perfect delivery. You just need to breathe. Half a second at this level is a long, long time.
Aslani again. High one this time. Retrieved by Mitai. Still Aslani does really well. That's a good ball, finding the captain, Jim Sheety. Just couldn't swivel and get the shot away.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, it fell to a defender. But again, just showing that purpose of picking up the second ball, the energy that they show, the shape straight away. You know, they lose the ball, the back four's there, the two holding midfield players, the three players in that midfield area, the wide players are tucking in. I think we touched on the point with Italy, got to be patient. You just see the Albanian coach, ex-Arsenal and Barcelona player, just telling his player, encouraging his players to close down, squeeze the positions.
Pellegrini had that only chance so far for Italy, which he put wide. And Jorginho, what can he create here? Di Marco, gone for a corner. Albania ranked 66th in the world to Italy's 9th. And the defending champions have some work to do. It's Pellegrini. It's a good-looking ball in, and there's the equaliser. Alessandro Bastoni.
Class. Wonderful delivery. Slow to come out. As you rightly said, Jaggy, they haven't deviated, they haven't panicked. They don't send someone out, it's 2 against 1, it's too late coming out, but just watch at the far post, just watch how he anticipates, they get called ball watching, and he's not going to miss from there. That ball, though, is put on a play, and what a header, and what a comeback. They switch off at that back post, they don't go out and close the first ball, and he's not going to miss from there.
And that was just what Italy needed. Made by the stunning ball to the far post by Pellegrini. Left Strakosha stranded. And we have a real game on our hands here, Warren.
Well, you've got both teams are not quite content about just sitting back and just relieving a little bit of pressure. Even Albania, when they was 1-0 up, still was looking to go forward. It's part of their DNA. They want to go, they want to impress. If you remember in the Qatar World Cup, Morocco, that sort of energy and commitment and fighting togetherness, and that energy translated, and look at the cycle that they had. So Albania have come into it, maybe not too many people knowing too much about them, but if you have a look at them and look at their players playing at a high level, they'll be frustrated conceding a goal from a set piece. I know someone who's jumping up and down in the studio, he'd be happy.
He wouldn't have been in that first minute, though, would he? My goodness. Barami with that early goal, the fastest ever of the European Championship finals tournament. Italy totally caught cold, but they have responded here. Bastoni's second goal for his country in his 24th cap. And just won the league with Inter. Here he is again, the centre-half.
The ball-playing centre-half. I think you say that about an Italian that wants to come out. And we speak about defending, and when they won at the time, it was down to the 2 experienced defenders that they had, and they managed that. There's a big question about how do they get over that. Now, composure is one for young players to be able to play in that environment. But also you need your experienced players at this moment. Pellegrini on the ball, nice delivery. 2 out for a set piece, they get caught cold, Albania. So it's just slowed down, and you could just feel in the air in the stadium now. It's just a little bit quiet.
Did you say quiet?
Sorry, I can hear you. That's twice I've got you now.
Oh, it was extraordinary. Hours before kick-off, and we tried to get in. My goodness, there are tens of thousands of Albanians outside. We're talking about there being around 50,000 inside here, with about 10,000 Italians, and that does look about right.
And all in good spirit. There was no... That's what they're looking to try and do all the time, and that's where the communication for Albania is. You don't want your right winger coming all the way back. He has to be vocal to his fullback, just say, pass him on, he's coming on, and then just try and stay up the field a little bit. It'd be interesting what you said about the Italians, how they reacted after conceding a goal. Now we see Albania, because it didn't happen too many times in the qualification. Only conceded 4 goals. But they leave a big space just to go straight into the forwards. You know, they try and hit that diagonal ball.
Yeah, Albania were fantastic in qualifying, topping their group with 15 points from a possible 24, winning half their matches. Finished above Czechia, Poland, Moldova and the Faroes. It's 6 months ago since they qualified with a 1-1 draw away to Moldova. Silvino saying this is the best moment since then. It's like celebrating all over again being here. They didn't have to wait long to celebrate their opening goal. Di Lorenzo. Barella. Looking for Di Marco. Nice first touch from Di Marco. Excellent ball in. That was a really difficult one for Jim Shitty to deal with, but an excellent challenge from him.
Well, you can see that's in his DNA to push forward. Look at the space. Wonderful delivery. Excellent first touch, as you rightly said. And then he just put it into space. He's not particularly looking to pick anybody out. He's putting it in the area. Hopefully one of his teammates can make a run. And just a couple of times on this left-hand side of Italy, they've just got caught ball watching and that lack of communication that I spoke about. Because as a wide player, I don't want to come back and play fullback, because you end up playing 5 at the back.
Jorginho. Here's Kawaka. I've seen a great deal of him so far. Oh, and it's a wonderful strike.
What a strike.
And it's an absolutely wonderful goal from Niccolò Barella. Fit enough to start and fit enough to score, an absolute beauty.
What a wonderful moment for him. He's had difficult injuries. Again, he just finds an area where it pops out. They were just starting to feel the game. There's no offside. Was there a bit of a contact there? But first time running at him, he has just pinged that into the back of the net. This is a wonderful angle. Just look at that. He doesn't adjust his feet. He just has a strong stance and just hits that first time. What a strike. What a comeback so far. As a defender, do you want to hit it? Do you want to be in the way of the ball instead of ducking out the way of it?
Wow.
But take nothing away from that strike, because he didn't have time to adjust his feet, his technique. But there's one defender in the studio that would have thrown himself in front of that.
You are the former defender in this particular commentary booth, Warren, but my goodness, seeing Hussein ducking out of the way of a shot like that, what will Silvino make of that?
Well, he'll be devastated from that. And they're just having a look here whether there was a little bit of contact for the goal check. There was on that area just a bit of a...
Well, let's bring in Mark Clattenburg. Check is over for now. What were they looking at there, Mark? Oh, having some problems getting through to Mark Clattenburg. We'll hear from him in a bit, but...
Starting to fill it now.
Good from Italy now. Their tails are up and they're going for another. A little too much on that pass, though. But after that shell-shocking start and the opening few seconds of the game, Italy are back in front. Well, there was a question mark about that second goal for Italy. Mark Clattenburg, what did you make of the referee's view of it?
Yeah, what they were doing was they were looking if Di Marco was in an offside position when the cross came in, and they deemed it that he wasn't in an offside position, so that's what they were checking at.
Thank you, Mark, our rules analyst.
I just feel a little bit with Albania. Once they got that goal, they was obviously shocked, as we all was at this stadium after, I think you said 90 seconds. They didn't know whether to keep pressurising and put pressure on. They sat back. The Italian midfield in particular was starting... What a ball again, just trying to pick it in midfield. And they've sort of allowed the blue shirts to dictate the pace. They just keep the game simple, keep passing and moving. And as you said, no one's as quick as the ball. You may be fit, you may be strong, but if you keep passing it around and wait for the opportunities, two real bits of class, you know, the delivery at the far post and then that first-time shot.
Yeah, Pellegrini's ball in. Absolutely beautiful for the equaliser. And now Italy can breathe a little bit. They'll be used to the atmosphere now.
And you can hear the Italians.
Italy attacking the goal where there are several thousand Italians in what's usually the yellow wall of Borussia Dortmund fans. Red and blue here, good play by Chiesa. What about the delivery? That's a corner to Italy.
Yeah, they're just probing and asking. They can feel it now. They can feel maybe this time to get the third goal and really run the belief out of the Albanian players. As I said, a lot of these players play in the same league. I think there's 5 from Albania, but the Italian players are starting to feel with that blue shirt. They're starting to feel confident. They're starting to feel like the reigning champions. Still a long way to go. You see that with Germany. You've seen it earlier with Spain. The big nations really coming into this tournament and making a statement.
Federico Di Marco swings it in. Good-looking ball in. Difficult for Strakosha. Albania looking to bring the ball away. There's the goal scorer, Barami. Now Broja. Broja does really well. And that's going to be the first yellow card of the game.
Yeah, not known for his tracking back, but I think shows you, again, you know, counter-attack. There was 7, 8 blue shirts getting back and only 3 red shirts from the Albanian getting forward. And you're just coming back, just slowing it down. It's cynical, but you do what you need to do in this game.
Confirmation of Lorenzo Pellegrini's yellow card. The Roma player floated in that beautiful ball. Equaliser for Bastoni.
He's had a new lease of life now. De Rossi's gone there, Mourinho left, and now he's come into it. He said in his press conference, I want to play with freedom, and that's what they've given him. You know, yes, he's got number 10 on his back, but you can see him now, he's on this left-hand side. Then you see him on the right. And I think the coach should take a lot of credit for that. He's spoken to his players, he's asked them what they want and where they're going to be. There's obviously a foundation of how they play. But he wants them to express themselves.
Every time Albania get the ball in a advanced position, you could just hear, it's almost as if the volume's just slowly turned up inside the stadium here in Dortmund.
And it does, it seems like it rises because everyone's sitting down at the moment, but as soon as they start getting into the final, everybody's on their feet, everybody's trying to suck that ball into the back of the net.
As we say, swings a really good-looking ball in. Barella's there. So too is Aslani. Carry on, says the referee. Ramadani of Lecce. An entire midfield for Albania tonight. Plays their football in Italy.
I just love how the blue shirts are squeezing up. You know, they was on their penalty area now, but now they've pushed up. I think just everybody in this stadium is just taking a breath at the moment. You see the Albanian player just trying to keep the ball, taking a little bit of their own momentum because it's switched so quickly with the Italians, the way that they play with a bit of urgency, play with that word that you said, patience.
Pellegrini. Di Lorenzo.
He's popping up all over the place. You know, he's just coming short, and what he's doing is then bringing red shirts with him, which then creates a little bit of space in behind.
Here's Barella, who scored that fabulous goal. He's put Italy in front for the first time in the game. Jorginho. Well, Barella appreciated the idea, at least.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed, but he is the one that we spoke about that just got them back into the rhythm, started getting the ball. There he's just trying to force it a little bit too quickly. 25 minutes in, Jackie, it's flown by.
25 already. Here's Breuer looking to get on the end of this, but very calmly dealt with by Bastoni. He didn't flap in the slightest.
Yeah, Bastoni's done well. He's never going to run you, so you can, as a defender, get your body there and then just be composed. I thought, first of all, he was going to try and bully both of the centre-halves, but they've stood up to it. You know, we spoke about they want to be on the ball and play for it, but they've stood strong as well.
Jorginho.
Just switch it if you can.
Arsenal. With Chelsea as well. Calafiori. Jorginho always wanting the ball, always asking for it, always manoeuvring himself into a position whereby he can receive it favourably. Di Lorenzo, Napoli.
Well, we see Toni Kroos manipulating the ball, getting the ball, passing the ball, and his influence, and he's having the same impact in the game. Slowing down when he needs to, keeping it simple, and then they just wait for a red shirt to switch off and then find a blue shirt in behind if you can.
Italy with a patient build-up. Luciano Spalletti saying he wanted to dominate the ball, but it's been given away. And now it's inviting Albania onto Italy, but it's Fratesi getting back, trying to win the ball back. All that patient build-up coming to absolutely nothing in the end for Italy. Now Hussein.
But Jackie, what it does, okay, you didn't really penetrate it, but you're running a little bit of the belief and energy out of the red shirts. By keep passing the ball and keeping it moving, you're just tiring him down, not necessarily physically, but mentally as well, because they're having to shuffle across.
Defending by Calafiori, under pressure from Asani.
Oh, well played again.
There have been a lot of question marks, Warren, about this Italy side. Everyone pointing to the fact that their starting number 9 only has one international goal to his name. They don't have a plethora of top strikers to choose from. Question marks over the defence as well as to which formation they'd play with, which pairing they'd go with. They've gone with Bastoni and Calafiori in the end. There have been quite a few question marks in the build-up to this, so if they were to come through with 3 points and something of a commanding performance ultimately, that'd at least help to settle the nerves down.
Oh yeah, and they've got a very experienced coach. You know, at Napoli he wanted to play 4-3-3. That's how he plays.
Jorginho, clever ball through to Scamacca. Taking him away from goal though.
And he said about Scamacca up front, you know, yes, he's only got 1 goal, but he's got all the tools to be a player. And I think with Spalletti, the coach, he gives his players belief. He gives them freedom. He wants to express themselves, and
Jorginho, clever little ball in.
He even lets them play PlayStation at the right time. We'll come back to that.
We will come back to that if there's ever a break.
That was the biggest story in the press conference for 2 days.
He was so fed up answering questions about it as well. Italy with a patient build-up again. Last time they gave the ball away cheaply before it came to anything. Fiori.
I'm just looking at Albania. Someone has to put pressure on the ball because they've just passed their way 60 yards up the field. Make them play one way, because if not, the blue shirts.
Calafiori. Di Lorenzo thought about the strike for a minute. Chiesa. Jorginho. Morello's already scored a spectacular goal so far. Di Marco. Still they pass, they pass, they pass. The defending champions and the home, in inverted commas, supporters. Albania don't like this too much. Italy having so many passes in succession, but the final ball from Jorginho came to nothing.
But look at them winning it back. Look how quick they're winning it back. One of the things that's been noticeable since they conceded that goal is the way that they pick the ball up and closing down quickly. Now, whether it's Pellegrini coming back and breaking up a counter-attack, whether it's Jorginho in midfield closing down, they've not allowed a red shirt to have seconds on the ball.
Well, later on Fox, it's baseball night in America. Yankees, Red Sox, and Rangers, Mariners. Coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. think we're providing enough sport for everyone this summer? What do you reckon?
What, the summer of soccer and baseball season going on, and I was just in London playing some games as well, so...
Extraordinary to think that none of the players on this field for Italy have played at a World Cup. Either side.
You've got to qualify.
There speaks the Englishman. He's delighted that Italy failed to qualify.
But the Euros, they come good. They come good.
Yeah, they love the Euros, just not so the World Cup.
Well, they like Germany. They won their World Cup here, so, you know.
Chiesa. Oh, and that's a foul, surely, but on he goes. Advantage played. Oh, and the spectacular attempted from Pellegrini. And he's certainly confident tonight, isn't he?
Well, I think it's oozing all through the players. You know, they're lovely trickery on that side, a little bit of skill, Cruyff turn, bringing it back inside, and then not hesitating, then trying to find another ball, trying to grab them, do whatever they can to try and stop. And there's that bit of technique. Didn't quite come off, but he's more than capable of doing that.
The offside flag's up one for the far side. Yeah, you're mentioning that World Cup victory. That was in Berlin in 2006. They only managed to play in 2014 since then. Lost in the playoff semi-finals to North Macedonia. The last World Cup, absolute shocker for such a proud footballing nation. Fratesi with the ball forwards, looking for Scamacca. We've barely seen him at all, Warren. What do you put that down to?
No, I put him, his movement's been good. He's taking people away. Obviously, goal strikers are judged on goals, but his movement's excellent. He's taking defenders away to create space for Pellegrini. He's taking defenders into areas, taking them short to allow the ball to go in behind. So if you look at his touches, he's probably had less touches than anybody else. Not really had too much influence, but it's his movement to allow other people. And young players have got to learn that sometimes you make a run, not necessarily to get the ball, but to create space for someone else. But I just love the way what he's doing as well is getting the two centre-halves for Albania so close together, which allows little pockets for people to make that run in behind.
Scamacca's only completed 3 passes so far.
But they was good ones. Doesn't matter, you know.
No, it's an indication of how little he's seen the ball. It doesn't matter, he can still score a hat-trick. His manager was saying in the press conference yesterday at Spalletti that it's a case of making more runs. He says if he makes 10 runs, he's got a good chance of creating 5 good chances for himself. The more dirt you sift through, the more gold you find. Fratezi's unable to gather that one. And Albania unable to get out. Oh, and here's another chance for Italy off the post. Oh, how close can you get without scoring? Oh, and still they're here with Chiesa. Fabulous trickery from him.
Well, this might help Albania. There's a little bit of contact on that far area again, but great play. But you can see the players now for Albania coming over to their coach. They're having a conversation. They just can't retain the ball at the moment. Again, you're asking about a striker, what can he do? There's his little touch, plays it in behind, and you think now just put it into that far corner. Stands big, again a blue shirt, picking up the second ball, anticipating where it's going to land. And unfortunately here he just gets a bit of contact as he lands on the back of his heel and getting a bit of treatment at the moment. But the red shirts have come over just to have a semi-team talk. And you think go to his left-hand side, and he's just trying to dink it up, and that's a wonderful save in the end. There's a certain person in the studio that will be pleased with that one. Big Peter made numerous saves time and time again.
Well, we nearly had 3 Inter Milan players on the score sheet.
Yeah, what a season they had as well. And this is the strike. I mean, the technique, the ability. And again, he didn't have to adjust his feet because his parting leg was so strong. he got all the power from that planting leg. He's not had to adjust and move his feet. It bounced up and he hit that sweet. I think they enjoyed it.
Just a little bit.
But the nation here has really took to it. We've been walking around and been here a few days in Cologne, and obviously we're in Dublin, but the fans that are walking around, there's a lot of Scottish fans that have been here. The Swiss was out in their numbers, and I said about the Albanian fans. So there's really been a carnival atmosphere with the fan zones that's been going on in all these different cities. It's been a big build-up in the last couple of days. You've had your German beer.
Yes, on the first night. I did. Purely
Which is an acquired taste, may I add. It's not for the faint-hearted.
Really? Acquired taste? Oh, it's nice and strong, just so I
Well,
like
you
it.
went to uni. You've gone to uni, so you don't know. I've never had that luxury, as you could imagine.
Oh, when I was 17. No, obviously, I didn't start drinking till I was 18. Anyway. No alcohol required tonight for people to have a good time. This has been a fabulous start to the game. "23 seconds into the game was that goal from Nadim Bayrami of Sassuolo in Italy. Real shock to the system. Lovely flick from Barella. Talking of beer, I went for my early morning walk this morning, and there are all the Swiss in Cologne where we're staying, having their beers at breakfast time.
Well, it's 1 o'clock somewhere.
I'm going to sleep after the match. But here in Dortmund, as soon as we drove in here, all we could see was a sea of red and black Albanian shirts. They are absolutely everywhere here.
Yeah, in well, so as Peter Schmeichel rightly said, you know, he's been here a few times, and this is actually my first time being here. I've played in Germany, but never at this stadium, and it's quite magnificent. It holds the noise, and you just to our left-hand side is the wall, the yellow wall that they call it, and it just generates such a positive atmosphere for the fans, for the players down there. Surface is good. We was lucky enough to get pitch side as well, and you know, see the surface, which you would expect at this level, obviously.
Bastoni, always looking for an opening. Calafiori.
Well, that's your two centre defenders here, you know, in this area. There's one at left wing, and now this is your other one.
And Calafiori's continued his run. Bastoni.
I mean, look at them, that's your centre-half flicking it out. That just shows you how much confidence they've got now. You know, before in the opening moments, like you said, conceded the goal. The first 90 seconds, they couldn't even get near the ball, but slowly but surely they've got to it, and now they've dominated. For the last 12 minutes or so, they've been so comfortable.
Italy arrived in Dortmund on Monday. They've been preparing in Iserlohn, and they had an incredible welcome from the Italian supporters waiting for them, lining the streets leading to their hotel. Luciano Spalletti put it on his social media. He said to the fans, "You're our number 10.
Also, I think on the East Coast, particularly like New York, New Jersey, Chicago, a lot of Italian fans that are there. Even in my hometown, San Diego, with Italian influence, they'll be ready for their game. They love their soccer, they get behind them, they wait for huge tournaments, and they'll be delighted the way they've come into the game. I think, Jackie, you said the right thing as well. There was still a long time to go, it's a long way to go. And
Scamacca, lovely flick from him. Pellegrini, DiMarco. It's a good-looking ball in, dealt with, though, by Jim Sheety.
yeah, two good options at the far post. But again, everything's going through Pellegrini. He's the one making them tick. He's the one that done that delightful ball on the far post. And he's picking up in different areas. But again, I'm going to repeat myself for Albania. They must put pressure on the ball. I mean, you've got everybody now just outside their 18-yard box. Someone's got to stay up.
Scamacca. DiMarco.
Since you've questioned him, he's been brilliant. Scamacca looking for the ball, he's come in different areas. And I think it's been a masterclass of really letting the ball do the work.
Oh, Pellegrini with the ball through, and the chance and the save by Strakosha. Chosen ahead of Berisha. And he's proved his worth there.
Yeah, good link-up play again. He's done the right thing. He's hit the target bit. The goalkeeper's his starting position's good, and then he just come out big. He made a wonderful save with his hand earlier on with that little flick round the corner. That's a couple of times they've used that, the Italian, and that's what he gives you. He gives you a focal point, and then he's looking to spin in behind. Set pieces again. They've only put one person out there in 2 blue shirts. They was late going out there for the equalising goal for Italy, and set pieces a big part of the modern game.
Swung into the danger area. Calafiori's there, so too Di Lorenzo. Oh, Scamacca's eyes would have lit up then, thinking he was going to score his first goal at a major tournament, his second for his country. The first one having come in the only game that he started in qualifying. He's left out of the March friendlies by Spalletti. Seen as something of a message to the player. Wasn't confirmed what the reason was, but there's plenty in the Italian media about him having played PlayStation or computer games until the early hours of the morning, and various players being on their mobile phones on the physio's table instead of being fully engaged, something that manager really didn't like.
It sounds like me at home. It's like me with my kids.
Get off that phone!
Get on the phone.
Soundtrack to our existence in our house.
Every family across America now, I think, yeah, I've got the same thing, trying to get the kids off a phone and off of electrical games. Weren't like that in our day, was it?
Just get told off plenty, just can't remember what for. Albania now.
They need
stringing
half-time.
A few passes around.
They need half-time just to regroup, refocus. As I said, started the game off sensationally, got the goal. Then I think there was a little bit shell-shocked. What do we do? Do we go forward? Do we let them have the ball? And it just allowed the Italians to show their class, their quality and composure on the ball.
Albania haven't had a shot at goal since the 9th minute of this game. Can they conjure up something here?
Oh, these fans as well, they just need a chance, you know, because even there going forward, it's not a great delivery, and then they give the ball away. They're ready to get behind their team. Maybe, as a player, sometimes you need the fans to help you, because you're playing against an opposition that have passed you off the field. Tactically, the little diamond that they have in that midfield area with Pellegrini just popping around, the fullbacks are pushed on. As I said, after that first minute or so for the Italians, they've really looked good, and the Albanian fans need their fans just to get behind them, the players, and try and help them out.
It's only their second major tournament after the Euros in 2016. They'd only scored 1 goal at a major tournament. Before that one from Birami, it was Armando Sedicu against Romania in 2016. Interested to know what Giorgio Chiellini makes of this man. I don't really want to pick him out, but I have to admit, a defender ducking visibly, blatantly, when a shot was heading towards goal, Nicolo Barella, and the ball found the back of the net. He cannot have been happy with what he saw.
And nor would he be. He was a defender as well, the coach, and you know, just put yourself in front of the ball. I think I've got a rough idea what Mr. Chiellini is going to say about that instance, but other than that, I think the Italians have really shown their composure, their understanding of moments in the game, and just made, first thing you asked me, what do they need to do? They've made it quiet in here now. You can hear a pin drop where before you couldn't hear yourself think. So a set piece might be something to give the fans something to cheer about.
Well, they're ready. They're ready to go, these supporters. 50,000 or so inside this arena in Dortmund. Jim Shitty's there, nods it down for Asani. Asani lining up a strike!
Yeah, but they've done their homework, the Italians. They know that he wants to come inside, and there's the blue shirts closing down, putting pressure on him. He's not going to go on that right-hand side. He's going to keep driving with that sweet left foot. And again, good defending, just making sure they've got a blue shirt in front of him and not closing him down. And there's the goalkeeper in the room, and just telling them and just reminding them where they need to be.
Donnarumma, we haven't really talked about a great deal. The captain, main player of the tournament at Euro 2020, 3 years ago. It was delayed by a year due to COVID.
Well, he's the captain in the goal, but you need your captain on the outfield to speak to the... And I think it's the player in the number 8 shirt, Jorginho, the Arsenal player. I think he's been phenomenal.
Yes, he said that he'd discuss it before the game as to which player would be nominated. He did suggest it could be Jorginho. It's as if he didn't want to give anything away about the starting lineup. But I think we had a vague idea Jorginho would start.
Yeah, I think it's a good rule. You don't need to have 7, 8 players crowding a referee. Let your senior player or one of your players go and talk to him. I think he's managed it well.
A minimum of 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half, which has absolutely flown by. Got off to an absolute rocket of a start. Thanks to that goal from Bayrami after 23 seconds. But Italy regained their composure, and they have been searching for goal number 3. Came so close from Fratesi.
I mean, they've got to push him one way. You know, the 2 centre-forwards are just walking around, just close, push him one way. If you're going to make him play into an area that they don't allow to go, then they can go the other way. They could just run the clock down. They could have another second half where they just keep the ball. You hear that? Stand your ground. He's telling Pellegrini just to stand still and get the ball. I mean, that's how quiet it is in there. Before you can hear the coach actually giving a bit of advice to his players.
Now here they go. Fratesi motoring away. Chiesa, the header from Pellegrini. It was a lovely idea, just couldn't get the purchase on it.
I think he should score. I think the ability that he's got, and he's just took his eye off it slightly. Maybe, as I said, coming off the shoulder, but just with that little bit of confusion in front of him. But I think if he's really focused, he takes the defender away. You ask him about what he's taking people away to create the space.
That would have been a hammer blow for Albania shortly before half-time.
But you wouldn't say the Italians don't deserve that. I know that the possession's been good, the system's been good, their outlets have been their wide players, and if they go with the wide players, they're passing it in midfield. Albania got a lot of work to do. I was high on them. I thought they had some good players. I thought they'd come into this game with no fear. But great credit to the Italians. They've stood up and said, OK, you want a game? Well, I'll give you a game. They've been so good in midfield.
They have 70% possession in this match, which is a surprise to nobody who's been with us watching our match here in Dortmund.
So it is interesting as well. Seeing the distance and it's the same. You'd think, you know, Albania, as we spoke about, the fittest team, working hard, closing down. But the Italians have shown, even with the ball, they're making, again, wonderful decisions, attracting people out of areas so they can try and feed it in between the lines. It's been a joy to watch.
Fratesi on the chase, away by Jimshiti. Atalanta defender up against Scamacca, his teammate. And that is the half-time whistle, a match which started with a bang. Nedim Bayrami with a goal after just 23 seconds before Italy came back in it with Bastoni and a wonder strike from Barella. Half-time in Dortmund. Italy 2, Albania 1.
The 2024 UEFA Euro halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. I'm Jules Breach, back with you in our Fox Football Palace. Italy leading Albania by 2-1 at half-time. Coming up, some history at the European Championships for Albania. We'll get Giorgio's thoughts on Italy so far. And Harry Kane speaks ahead of England's opening match at the Euros.
Things will go wrong for your customers, but your business can make it right with Watson X Assistant. AI that can help resolve problems by understanding your customer requests with 90% accuracy. Let's create customer service in service of customers with Watson X Assistant. IBM, let's create.
With Spanish-speaking customer service and roadside assistance, you get more with Geico. Just like I can give more constructive feedback to the referee with this two-way radio. Ref, it's Jorge. That's a PK, over.
Ref, Roberto here. That's a negative on the PK. Let's do a red card for 11. Okay. And halftime now, please. Need a potty break.
That's a no-go on the halftime. Play on.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
Are we all offside?
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
I always knew I wanted to pursue a career in music. And throughout that path, I've eaten Taco Bell. It allows me to free up money and time to do what I love to do.
To help save for our home, we stopped going on trips and giving each other expensive gifts. We handmade them instead. That one took me 3 weeks. Getting pre-qualified for a home loan is easier. Only took like 3 minutes. It's you.
It's me.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
My schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got 2 free birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
When it comes to your wellness routine, the details are the difference. Dove Men Body Wash with plant-based moisturizers in harmony with our bodies for healthier feeling skin. All these details add up to something greater. New Dove Men Plant-Powered Body Wash.
Euro on Fox is sponsored by IBM. IBM, let's create.
Shifers dão na Vizes, dão os ímpetos no tempo sentido, agora Sansi!
For them, history for Albania on day 2. Nedim Bajrami scoring just 23 seconds into the game. The fastest goal in Euros history. I'm Jules Breach, back alongside these guys, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter Schmeichel and Alexi Lalas. Italy beginning their title defence here on day 2, taking on Albania, and they're leading by 2-1. Giorgio, we've got to start with that early goal, though. There were words that came out of your mouth that I cannot repeat.
I was very disappointed too, because I cannot say something more. It's not acceptable, to be honest. It's not acceptable. Yeah, look, yeah, they were so happy, the fans, the stadium, yeah, everything was so good for them, but you cannot start the Euros in this way, because it's not fear, but you weren't ready.
I like the way Di Marco and Pellegrini works this corner kick. They just get the defence moving, and then of course Bastoni, he pops up. He scores only his 2nd goal in 24 games for Italy. That's not many, is it?
Yeah, I mean, for Albania, sometimes you're given something too much too soon, and they were. And Italy, I love the mentality of coming back, not worrying, not panicking, and then scoring some great goals. And how about this? I mean, he smacks this thing on a rope in the back of the net, and just like that, Italy said, all right, didn't start off great, but now we're flying.
Could have been more.
Yeah.
The Albania goalkeeper, Strakosa. I didn't see that as a save in the first play, but that is definitely a save. A very good one indeed. He is single-handedly keeping Albania in the game.
Right, it's now time for our creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM. Giorgio is happy again, and you loved that header from Bastoni.
Yeah, especially because we come back for a few minutes after the goal conceded, and it was very important for our confidence, look, the movement. Yeah, it was preferred for the second post, and we did it. Bastoni was, very smart to arrive a little bit later. Yeah, he wasn't followed by any defenders. Yeah, it's a big change for us, this goal, because after that that we start to feel our confidence and we start to play much more calmer, and we have the total control of the game, like 75%. Yeah, that's crazy. That wasn't the best start to start the Euros, but we come back very quickly, and it was very important. Now we deserve one more goal more. It's not finished, the game, but yeah, I'm much more calm and confident.
Aside from that early goal that they conceded, Peter, have you been impressed with what you've seen?
Yeah, I think they play quite well. I think, I have to be honest, yeah, I think that it's made it a little bit easy for Italy to just keep the ball, because I think Albania's been very negative. They play that 5 at the back and 3 right in front of them, and then the next 2 are just like 6-7 yards further forward, and it just leaves all that space to be 2-on up and just keep the ball and not be in any danger.
You don't write it up to go up a goal against Italy in the Euros if you're Albania in the first 20 seconds of the game. So I think they were almost shell-shocked in that moment, and they didn't know how to deal with the situation. The gift that was given to them, and it was a gift.
It was shock, surprise, but it was an amazing moment for them. Italy back ahead, though, 2-1 up at half-time. Tomorrow, we're going to get our first look at Euro 2020 runners-up England. We're going to check in on their preparations for Serbia and hear from Harry Kane next.
Some of the most brilliant minds in business. No, not you. Or you. You auto-track business income and expenses with QuickBooks. And you pay all your employees easily and accurately. And you have a business bank account with market-leading APY. Get the full picture of your business on one platform, now with expert help when you need it. That's how you business differently.
Find space at Spring Hill Suites, the official hotel partner of U.S. Soccer.
Someone smells too fresh. Did she take my Old Spice Total Body Deodorant with 24/7 freshness and use it on her pits, toes, and down belows? How could you?
It can bear over 4,000 times its own weight. And that's just the door hinge. Sturdy design down to the smallest detail, the Taos. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing or $1,500 customer bonus on the new 2024 Taos.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive, when Dave's like, these cars are going fast. I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get a low $283 per month lease on Rogue.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
Thank you so much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Golders! Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Everyone comfortable?
Yep. I've even got an extra seat.
The Volkswagen Atlas. Everyone wants a ride. And see Despicable Me 4 in theaters July 3rd. Rated PG. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Atlas.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive, when Dave's like, these cars are going fast. I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Now get a low $283 per month lease on Rogue.
The 2024 UEFA Euro halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM.
England are getting ready to play their Group C opener tomorrow, and Harry Kane spoke ahead of their game against Serbia.
Yeah, it means the world to me every time I step out onto the pitch wearing the shirt. So I think to win a major tournament with England would be, you know, one of the pinnacles of anyone's career. So, yeah, that's the aim, you know. For me personally, obviously the trophies haven't quite happened yet, but, you know, it just makes me more determined and more hungry to go out there and do that. And that starts with, you know, this summer we have a good opportunity. We have a lot of hard work in front of us. But, yeah, that opportunity is there, and you know, I'm looking forward to trying to make it happen.
England looking in good spirits. They take on Serbia. That is one of 3 games coming your way from Euro 2024 tomorrow. We'll also see the 1988 champions, the Netherlands, against Poland. And the 1992 champs, Denmark, will be taking on Slovenia as well. At the break here, though, the defending champions, Italy, leading Albania by 2-1. The second 45 minutes from Dortmund are coming your way next.
Design a training program so that I can run a marathon.
What can I see with a telescope from Cedar Lake?
Summarize this.
How do I plant this?
What are you gonna get?
Well, I need some help.
What is this dish? Guys, let's do some trivia.
Oh, yes, let's do that.
I'm gonna win.
Imagining a treehouse.
In a big oak tree with a porch and a ladder.
Imagine Little Italy in 1954.
What's a recipe using what I have in my
Next
fridge?
question.
It starts with an empty prompt.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, it's amazing.
That takes you as far as you want to go. Using the most advanced AI at your fingertips.
With Spanish-speaking customer service and roadside assistance, you get more with Geico. Just like I can give more constructive feedback to the referee with this two-way radio. Ref, it's Jorge. That's a PK, over.
Ref, Roberto here. That's a negative on the PK. Let's do a red card for 11. Okay. And halftime now, please. Need a potty break.
That's a no-go on the halftime. Play on.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
Are we all offside?
Bold, juicy, beefy, grilled. Flavor this good? It's made by Flame. Taste the difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5 at Burger King.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
Summer of Stars continues tomorrow with live coverage of the Euros on Fox and FS1.
Judge leads the Yankees against Devers and the rival Red Sox, or the Rangers battle the Mariners. Baseball Night in America tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Welcome back to Dortmund in the west of Germany, where Italy are ready to resume the second half, and they'll hope to start at Warren Barton rather better than the way they started that first half.
Yes, it was a little bit too soon for them to buckle down, but they look very, very confident as they finish the first half, and they'll be looking to add to what they've done. Totally dominated, 70% possession, 4 shots, 4 on target. They've been excellent since that wake-up call, shall we call it.
Silvino, the Albania head coach, will have said to his side in the locker room at half-time. And we're back underway in Dortmund. Italy will be hoping for plenty more of the same, dictating the play, having so much of the ball. Wishing to see whether they continue with having a central defender such as Bastoni on the ball now, the Serie A Defender of the Year. In such advanced areas, so too Calafiori. And if they do, Warren, then really it's up to the Albanian forwards to try and give them something more to think about.
And I think Peter said it in the studio, you know, they've got to be closer up the field. They've got to put pressure on. But when you do that, you're leaving space in that midfield areas, and that's where Italy did exceptionally well for 15-20 minutes after the goal, was picking it up.
Armando Broja not getting the opportunities at all in that first half. A Chelsea player who didn't manage to score on loan at Fulham in the second half of the Premier League season, just had 8 substitute appearances. He did have a serious injury before that, still working his way back to fitness. Jim Sheety, Atalanta, close proximity to his club teammate Gianluca Scamacca, who had that one opportunity in the first half, but Thomas Skrokoša did well in goal for Albania. It was between him and Etrit Berisha as to who was going to get the nod. The Empoli man is on the bench, and it's the Brentford man in goal. Nodded forwards by Di Lorenzo, flicked on by Barella, the goal scorer, who made it 2-1. That spectacular effort. Fratesi.
Now again, good play. Fratesi goes into that area. It wasn't on to deliver it, so now they're going to keep the ball, keep a little bit more possession. But this is the area that we're talking about, Peter Schmeichel in the studio. They've got to start putting pressure on the ball. And that means the whole team has to squeeze up. You can't go one, because that's what's been happening. They've been picked off. If you're going to go together and close in and squeeze. Let it go into their forwards. If it's going to go, let your defenders defend. See, they're too far off. You know, you can see they're waving their hands. They're getting picked off now. Now you're facing their goal, run at them.
Now here's Fratesi. Barella. And the ball over the top, dealt with by Jim Sheety, and Scamacca with a strike against his own teammate Fratesi. A round of applause from Luciano Spalletti, the Italian head coach.
But again, you two sides of a team there. Albania get the ball and then they can't retain it, but look how hard the Italian players are working after they've lost the ball. You know, with all that possession and you know how well we're saying, it is still only 2-1, so you expect in a game that Albania will have a 5-minute spell where they can try and create some chances, just to try and lift the atmosphere in this stadium. Jackie, you said there's nearly 50,000 Albanian fans that are here to watch them, but
Lorenzo Pellegrini driving forwards. Chiesa with the ball in. Marco not far off it. Here's Jorginho, who saw an awful lot of the ball in that first half. Dictating play from that Italy midfield. Di Lorenzo, one of the Euro 2020 winners with Italy. None of these players have ever played in a World Cup. Matteo Darmian on the bench has ever played in one. He started all 3 group games of the 2014 World Cup when Italy failed to qualify. So too did England, bottom of that group with Costa Rica and Uruguay going through. It's the Euros, though, the Italians love, and where they thrive. And they're the reigning champions. And they're coming forwards looking for a 3rd goal to really put this game to bed.
it's wonderful play again, and the Azzurri are excellent. The movement's good, but it's far too easy for them to get through, for the players to come forward, to play it around the corner. I just wonder how long before they have to make some subs, Albania, just to maybe change the shape a little bit, give them something to cheer about.
Now listen to that noise, Barami. Roya not given an inch. Calafiori. Seferi.
Oh, he's thrown his arm back.
Oh, and there could be a problem here. And the referee's reaching for his pocket. He's going for the yellow card. He had no doubt about that.
I think the first foul is Calafiori, who's sort of grabbed him as they've gone through and they've just fell down. Then I looked around as if there was an arm being pushed out. He sort of put his arms around him. I understand that bit.
Well, there is a A check going on for a potential red card. And here was Seferi receiving the ball, and it was off the ball. Fiore in the thick of it, and still we're awaiting confirmation that play can continue. There's the VAR tonight. Bastian Dankert.
Yeah, he's got the yellow card for the arm back.
Yeah. Armando Bora also booked, as well as Calafiore. Confirmation that the check is complete, and on we go. Albania could really do with a quality delivery. Slani standing over it, the Inter Milan midfielder.
I just wonder whether he might just go for it himself and try and put a bit of swerve on the ball.
Slani with a strike straight into the wall. And it was Bastoni who felt the full force of that strike. His Inter Milan teammate smacked in the face, and that was brave defending by Bastoni.
Yeah. This is where they're talking for the yellow card. Referee in a good position as well. There's the first grab, and then just as he's trying to lay it off, there's the pull back, and then just the flick of the arm. Referee was in a good position, and then when the shot, that defending's an art. And you spoke about an Albanian defender ducking, getting out of the way, and then obviously there, Bastoni is strong enough, determined enough, and they're the type of things that coaches will love.
It's proper defending, that. That's what you used to do, Warren.
You obviously never seen me play.
When you weren't hiding on the goalpost somewhere. I saw you play plenty, young man, for Newcastle United in particular. What a hero you were to those players, as Bastoni. Felt the full force of that. And these days, it's not just up to the player, is it, anymore, to see whether they feel okay or not. They always have to undergo thorough medical checks before they're allowed to return to the field.
Yeah, the safety of the players, yeah. And every player, and most athletes are going to say, yeah, I'm good, I'm okay to go. So you've got to take that out of the equation.
The game's going on temporarily without Bastoni. Albania will look to make hay in the meantime before he's allowed to come back on, as it looks as though he's ready to do. Some time, 9th minute to be precise, since Albania had their last strike at goal. Gianluigi Donnarumma has rarely been called into any form of action. Seferi. Here's Seferi again. Ramadani.
Yeah, you can just hear it in the atmosphere with the fans. They want something to cheer about. They want to get behind their team, behind their nation. They're so proud to be here. It's only the second time, you said. It's down to the players to really be positive and close down. And
Sandro Bastoni had taken up his usual position. Now he's okay to continue. And here's Birami. The key players scored that opening goal. Just too much on that ball forwards for Boyer, who appreciated the idea.
at least they're trying to go forward. At least they're trying to put some pressure on. I mean, so the temperature's dropped now, so it's a cool evening. You know, had a lot of rain and quite chilly in the evening, so you haven't got that excuse of the heat, the summer heat, how it can be in Europe. But I can understand they're dropping deep and they're trying to invite pressure into a certain area, but sooner or later you've got to squeeze up as a unit. You've got to try and close down. Otherwise, the two centre-halves, I just love the idea as well, the Italians, once they play four at the back, but once they get the ball, they actually play in three and push people further up the field to create space in midfield. They're quite happy to defend with three. They know they've got support in midfield.
They must have discussed this in advance, knowing that if they do dominate possession and they don't let Albania have a touch, then it will quieten the fans. And Fratesi Fratesi, denied by Strakosha. The offside flag goes up belatedly, as it's supposed to do, just in case he had scored, in case it was tighter than the assistant thought, but he did look offside immediately. Davide Fratesi, another of the inter-contingent.
Yeah, but another good goalkeeping on a 29-year-old. His starting position is excellent. You know, he made that save earlier, the block that he come out, and just reading, because if it's not for him, it could be quite easy. Game over.
The replay showed it was actually closer than it looked in real time. That's why that rule is in place. Some people don't like it, but actually it does stop a perfectly good goal being ruled out.
You find in life, there's some people that don't like anything. They are them people that are out there. They moan about this, moan about that, and think themselves lucky.
We're hearing a few of them tomorrow when England play against Serbia. Don't you worry about that.
If I hear another one that we're the favourites and we're going to win it, it's driving me mad. Yeah. I think France might have a say about that. I think Belgium will be out there. I think Portugal will be. The Italians, the Germans look good. And remind me of the last time we won a tournament, we being England.
2022, women.
Yes,
thank you. Euro.
Thank you.
There you go. England did, of course, get to the final at Wembley Stadium in 2021 when Italy prevailed on penalties, 3-2. Which remarks that day over the England manager Gareth Southgate, England having taken the lead, but drew back on level terms, and the fact that England didn't really use their richly talented forward players on the bench, and Italy, it turned out, were absolutely delighted they didn't. That's something that Southgate in England will look to try to put right in this tournament, but there is an abundance of talent at Euro 2024. Some of it on display tonight. The ball from Bastoni. Pellegrini, who impressed you in the first half, Warren.
Yeah, there was a lot of Italian players, but him in particular, you know, the interchange that he does on that left-hand side, his delivery for the equalising goal, there's so much class and awareness. And the coach has said it in these press conferences, they could be heroes. You know, they've got an opportunity where kids in their country that go to school and then go over the field and play until the sun goes down, sweating. I think he said the sweating with a soccer ball going back home. So this is a proud nation.
Well, tomorrow on FS1 and Fox, it's a Euro triple header, starting with Poland versus the Netherlands, followed by Slovenia and Denmark. And then that match we were just talking about, Serbia facing England, coverage starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. And it'll be well worth getting up for, that is for sure. So many goals already in this tournament. 16 in 3.5 matches. It's Chiesa for Italy, nice turn. Well dealt with, though, by Mite. Well, he hasn't got it away, though, and there's a problem here. Scamacca picks it up. Chiesa looking to get the strike in!
Well, the Juve man there showed not only his temperament to try and win the ball back, but also his little bit of composure with his weaker foot. Good little turn here. But then he doesn't give up. He doesn't just let it go out. He fights hard, he gets the ball back, they win it. And then just let the ball do the work. Opens up and then with his left foot, just trying to curl that into the corner.
Bad effort from the Juve man. His problems after a really serious, completely torn ACL a couple of years ago. You remember his dad Enrico scoring,
yep.
No doubt. The first dad and son partnership to score at the Euros. Something of a super sub, Enrico. Scoring his first couple of games as well for his country. In the Euro 96 squad, ahead of the likes of Roberto Baggio and Gianluca Vialli, and also in the World Cup squad in '98. So he comes from pretty impressive
stock. He's got a chance, he's got a chance.
He was given a chance at birth, wasn't he, in his genes. Here's Barella, who's just become a dad for the 4th time. Baby son born last week. Now Safari
Again, the Italian blue shirts are closing down. I'm just wondering now, I'm looking at the technical, who's going to be the first coach to make a decision? Both group of players have been warming up. You know, it's a lot of games in a short space of time. And I think this shows you at the moment how finely balanced it is. Although the Italian players have dominated possession, it's still that one goal. It's still that chance. And the longer it keeps going like this, it's a natural reaction, Becky. If you're winning 2-1, it's just start backpedaling a little bit, inviting a bit of pressure on.
Desperani. That's the key thing. When there's one goal in it, possession counts for absolutely nothing. The ball can go from back to front, and quick as a flash. Albania could be back on level terms. They're building with Christian Aslani of Inter Milan. Italy do a little bit of chasing. It's been a while. Timber at Jimshiti. Well, later on Fox, it's baseball night. In America, it's Yankees, Red Sox and Rangers Mariners. Coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Given away. Italy looking to capitalise. Pellegrini. Now Fratesi trying to thread the ball through. Chiesa finds Pellegrini. With Di Lorenzo. Jorginho will thread the ball through the eye of the needle every time he has it.
They're just saying there he wants one of his strikers to make a run because the back four of Albania are quite static. You know, there is spaces in behind. And I think the Albanian fans are getting a bit frustrated of the Italians just keeping the ball.
For Di Lorenzo, closes down Strakosha. What have you made of the movement of Scamacca tonight, Warren?
First half, I thought it was good. Then that's the areas that you said about the coach. You've got to make 10 runs just to maybe get the ball 5 times. That's when he's asking. Jorginho, the Arsenal player, he wants him to move. I understand first half, you come short, you go... Now he's a little bit static. This is the area of the game that he needs to impress.
Well, the message was there from his manager yesterday. He's standing still at the moment, shackled by 2 defenders. Now here's Chiesa. He's been busy. And the ball dinked in by Barella to Fratesi, who dinks it over the top and over the bar as well.
He makes some excellent runs off the ball as well. You know, he's trying to get in behind. The little touches, unfortunately, because it's fizzed in as well. And at half-time, there was water in the surface. Although it's a, you said the temperature's dropped a little bit, and they just couldn't quite get the technique. But if you have got a striker that's going to just stand still, you need to have people runners behind.
Safari on, it couldn't be gathered by Asani. Players discovered by Silvino and brought into this squad out of nowhere to fulfill a role. Going back to Scamacca after he was left out of those 2 matches in March. He then went on to score 10 goals in 12 games in all competitions for Atalanta, as if to prove his point to his manager, saying, OK, I get what you're saying, I've responded.
Oh, he won the uefa Cup as well, and I think towards the end of the season, I think it was 9 in 13 games. So he's come into the... But it is that movement. It's the second half. He's done, as I said, it's well. And because of how they play in midfield, you need to have a striker, yes, to pin up, but also just to make a little run to create space for someone else.
Interception, a crucial one from Asani.
Yeah, as I said, you could just see with the Italian midfield player just trying to force it now. You know, they know that it's only 2-1. They know that, you know, they don't really want to see the game out and just try and hold on to a 2-1 because they've been so dominant. They've had so much possession. The goalkeeper's had 2 or 3 excellent saves.
Quite full for Scamacca, but here they come again. Now Chiesa. And he's won a corner. Off Mite.
Yeah, Chiesa's touch there wasn't how he would like it, but just skips up in front of him. But in the end, he gets a set piece. Did they go 2 players that come out, or did they just go what they did in the first half and take a chance? Because that's how they worked it in the first half. The Italians, there's 2 against 1, and they said, well, we're going to play.
And that's when Pellegrini's fabulous ball in was powered home by the head of Bastoni. Di Marco with the ball in, again towards the far post, and this time deflected over.
That was a great ball in the end, because he got stuck under his feet, and then he just give it enough. Oh yeah, there's the little touch at the far post. Just give it enough technique and enough pace on the ball to make a defender take a chance.
Hussein didn't duck that time.
Yeah. You're not going to let him live that down, are you? But you're right, if he stands there, it might hit his head, and, you know, well, that's history now, and now he's got to deal with that.
Federico Di Marco with the corner for Italy.
Di Marco's had an excellent game. I was speaking earlier about, is he going to have to defend, but what he said to his wide player, come and defend me. I'm going to push forward at every opportunity. You've got to mark me.
Di Marco with a low ball in, dealt with at the near post. See the first Albanian substitute of the game. And it's Alba Hodja coming on, Dinamo Zagreb player. And can Albania fashion their first shot on target since the 23rd second, which is when Nadim Bahrami scored that goal. And it's a double substitution. Chazim Laci of Sparta Prague coming on. Both players have won the domestic league and cup in their country. As Yazir Sani makes way. There is Alba Hodja.
Look at both of these players, very similar in the setup. I don't think the actual system will change too much, but maybe just a little bit more positivity in the final third rather than having to sit back and defend. But the Italian defenders will have to be switched on for this.
Aslani with the ball in. Here's a substitute, Hodja. Put behind by
there you go.
And listen to that roar.
That little bit of lift, that little bit of positivity, get a corner. Come on, I love it when a substitution comes on and wants to make a point.
Such a difference in noise levels in this stadium in Dortmund. He's punched away by Donnarumma, and the strike can't test him from Aslani. That's really the first thing that Gianluigi Donnarumma has had to do since the first minute of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't his. They spent a lot of time chasing back, doing a lot of the dirty work, if you like. You can see the glimpses when he comes in with his left foot.
Jorginho. Di Lorenzo. How impressed have you been with the two centre-halves, Bastoni and Calafiori, tonight?
Both of them excellent. You know, we spoke beforehand and in the studio they were saying about ball playing centre-halves, but they can defend as well. And I think that's where the modern game is, and yeah, we want to see defenders defend, but also to be comfortable on the ball, and he's got that maturity. As we said, he was Defender of the Year in Serie A, so no surprise there, but they complement each other well, left and right foot, that speaks for itself, but one goes in, the other one will come around and cover. And you do sometimes, as a coach, you fall into I wouldn't fall into it, you obviously know them and seen them play, but players come in and perform, and they pick themselves, and now that's the foundation for them. There was a couple of questions, that could be answered. They're going to get tested more, you know. Spain coming up. Croatia will have an impact of what happened to them today, so they'll be angry to go forward. So this is a real difficult group. Still not over this game, but the two centre-half, particularly the composure they've showed in difficult circumstances to come through. As the big man said in the studio, it's not acceptable the way they start the game, but they're doing well now.
Tazy's ball is a loose one. Away by Eti.
Oh, here we go.
And there's a chase on here. And Bastoni tested just for a moment by Barami.
Yeah, Barami can't really get into the game, you know. He took his goal really well, and unlike Pellegrini, who's been able to pop into areas, he's not. He's done a lot of his work looking over his shoulder, trying to pick up the two Italian midfield players. I think sooner or later in this game, they have to try and go up the field. They have to try and close down.
And strong defending in the end by Mite, but Spalletti not impressed. Aslani with the ball over the top for Breuer to chase, but there is, Warren, still only one goal in this. It doesn't matter how much Italy have dominated. It's a precarious lead they hold.
Yeah, the two subs have come on and had a bit of life to the game, you know, getting a corner, having a shot. They've lifted a little bit of the tempo. And we spoke about Albania in qualification. They cover more distance and higher intensity than anybody else. So you know they're going to go the full distance. And that's why you think in your back of your mind, the Italian, you know, you need that other goal. You need that cushion. Because a lot of these players have had a tough season. A few days off with the family, and then they go straight into a camp. They go and train. They're being tested. They're being put through different circumstances. But they just feel it, the fans here. Can they get and help their team out with that energy? And
Substitute Hodja winning the free kick. He's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes, but he's a willing runner, keen to try to make something happen for his side, and Albania have needed a lift.
Yeah.
The supporters have tried. They can only do so much.
It's always a two-way thing. You need the fans to lift you, and you know in the back of your mind they're with you. So you need a player to come on, and he has. You know, straight away embrace himself with the fans, and it's a bit of a test now for the Italians. The last, I would say, 18 minutes of this game. That's not going to be good enough. That's not going to work, just a long ball down the middle, because these two centre-halves will eat that up all day long, and then they keep possession.
And Italy have had their problems. Of course, they lost Bonucci and Chiellini, the stalwarts for many years, but Francesco Acerbi, the really experienced centre-half of Inter, pulled out injured. Giorgio Scalini, the youngster from Atalanta, also injured on the final day of the season. There's a problem here.
He's come on, so I'm just making sure that he knows just a little nudge in the back. Nothing more, nothing left. Good refereeing, straight away diffuses the situation, gets his card out. Roger just over and zealous here, just as he's got in there. And then don't need to foul, don't need. He's played the ball and he's just let him know, but it's one of them wasteful ones. Don't want to pick up too many Miller cards.
Free kick for Di Lorenzo. Chiesa's in a lot of space. All the time in the world to pick out his cross, and it was to that deflection off Hodja. The Albanian supporters doing their bit.
Oh, they're going to push them on. You know, the last 10-15 minutes, they're going to try and get behind their team. It's if the players can respond, and particularly with the Italian balance that they have in midfield and when to press.
It was a hefty challenge from Bastoni on Breuer. Nudge in the back on the Chelsea man, although he's unlikely to be a Chelsea man for too much longer. He'd love to impress here and get himself a good move after that not so successful loan spell at Fulham, when he was trying to find his feet after that that serious injury.
Yeah, when he finds out he'd be coming off as well, he picked up that yellow card, so he's worked very, very hard, but again, being staffed with any service and just felt the force there with the defender coming through him. You know, no surprise that they've changed the front three, Albania, just to give them a bit more impetus going forward. Looks a bit groggy, a little bit worse for wear, but you see the Italians as well, they're going to make some subs at this time.
Ray Manay coming on. Plays in Turkey for Sivasspor, finished 7th last season. 18 goals for them as well, and a goal is precisely what they need here. It's certainly not beyond the realms of possibility. As Chiesa comes off. Plethora of substitutions for Italy. Andrea Cambiasso of Juve coming on. Pellegrini's day is done as well, and Brian Cristante, and another of the Euro winners coming on.
Again, that's a tactical switch because Pellegrini is more offensive-minded. He's come off. They're going to say we keep what we've got, and if we can maybe grab another one, great. But because I thought Pellegrini was excellent. I think he was finding good areas, getting on the ball. You might now just invite a little bit more pressure on with your substitution to have more hold of midfield players.
Jimshiti, such a key player for them. Their skipper from Atalanta. Chazimlachi. They do have firepower in this side. They do have goals from around the field as Lachi's still down. Dealt with by Calafiori. Very, very confident at the back, Italy. They're playing a five-a-side game. It's given away, though.
That's another game, just trying to play it. That's excellent as well. Very, very composed.
Now here's DiMarco. Barella over the top for Fratesi to chase. Aslani's with him.
And Fratesi will be that player that will sit in the hole like Pellegrini, but more defensive-minded. He won't keep making run after run. He'll be a bit more disciplined in that area. And come into this tournament, good, a couple of goals. The fans are not too happy with the Italians singing and trying to encourage their team. I think, again, wonderful at the back, the two centre-halves. That now is a foundation to build on. You've had, again, in that midfield area, left-hand side, there's lots of things that have been answered.
Here they come again with DiMarco. Strakosha equal to it, but they're in a hurry now. Italians so comfortable on the ball that Albania having to try to unsettle them. Can they pull them out of their positions? Can they test Donnarumma for the first time since 23 seconds into this game? Error from DiMarco from a throw-in handed that opportunity to Bayrami, which he took. Now here's Ray Manay up against Bastoni, nodded back to Donnarumma.
Excellent defending as well. You're told us don't let it bounce, but once it bounces, can you get your body between the attacker and your goal? And he does. Excellent defending, you know, don't let it bounce first of all. Once that's done, you make sure you're in between him and the goal. I think we're going to see more of that, a little bit more desperate of going long and trying to get the second ball, trying to get the midfield players to get into the game, and it's where the Italian midfield players can pick up the second ball. Can they relieve a little bit of the pressure?
Still, Albania are in this game.
you know, coming into this tournament, Germany, how were they going to respond? You know, they was emphatic against a very, very poor Scotland performance. I think they will get better. Spain, young team, how are they going to go in there? What a performance that was.
Cambiasso, Jorginho.
He's telling people where to go.
Cambiasso once again. Jorginho has had an extraordinary number of touches in this game.
Well, you can see his mind's going over and over again. You know, he's looking at different areas. He's looking at different situations.
Cristante. Cristante again with a Canadian dad who named him after Brian Ferry, the English singer.
What singer he was, Brian. Who still is, maybe.
Great voice. In his late 70s now. Fabulous voice. Cristante again, one of the Euro winners. They just don't want to make any mistakes, any individual, any unforced errors at least, Italy. Marcus coming off.
Yeah, I'd show him the first half performance and say about his movement, and in the second half I'd show him a little bit of that, because there was times that he could have made the run and has to make the run just to relieve some of the pressure and create some angles for his teammates.
Matteo Retegui coming on. The player born and bred in Argentina, didn't even speak a word of Italian when he was first called up. Since his move to Genoa, you think he's learned a few words this past season. And most importantly, he scored 4 goals in just 8 games. His adopted nation and his grandparent. Di Lorenzo for Italy. Jorginho, of course. Italy have 7 minutes plus stoppage time to either try and find a third goal that would give them some kind of breathing space, or to at least make sure they seal the deal and don't concede.
Well, sometimes the best way, Jackie, to defend is just keep hold of the ball, and he's running the show at the moment.
Fratesi. Cambiasso. Di Lorenzo. The Albanian supporters don't like it, but this is just what Italy want, to keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball, annoy the 50,000 or so Albanian supporters inside this arena in Dortmund.
You asked the question earlier on, how do they keep them quiet? And that's by keeping good possession of the ball. Obviously, the goals that they got as well was a good answer in the first 45 minutes. But since then, they've not really looked in any danger. I think they've managed the game well, and people say, well, what do you mean managed it? Well, they've had a foul when they need to. They've kept the ball numerous times in that midfield area. They switched play, so no Albanian player can get close to them. The referee just trying to let a bit of advantage go there, but...
He's done well, this referee, hasn't he? We need to give him credit. Felix Zweier of
You know why
Germany.
he's done well? We've not had to talk about it. And that's always a good sign of a referee. Just done his job, diffused the situation, got the card out, fine. Spoke to the players.
Minutes remaining, plus any stoppage time. Donnarumma barely tested. Oh, and it's given away. Now, what can Albania do? They've been relatively comfortable defensively since that opening minute. And the shock to the system of Bayrami's goal.
Well, the percentage has been the same, at least 70%, 71%, so...
Now here's Hodger, the substitute, full of running, up against Bastoni.
Try and get a corner, just try and get anything if you can. So I think there, just swing your left foot, get a corner, that will get everybody excited. What you try and do now, Albania, pin them in here, don't let them out. And just try and generate a little bit of pressure. Other side coming on as well at the moment.
It is the goal scorer, Nedim Bayrami, going off to an enormous ovation, which he fully deserves.
Yeah, he worked extremely hard and took his goal phenomenal. Early moments of the game, you said about defenders, but for an attacker to get that chance and be so clinical, just not being able to build on that. As I said, he'd done a lot of his work of looking over his shoulder, trying to stop the midfield players of Italy dominating possession like they have done.
There's Enes Mucci of Besiktas coming on. Away by Calafiori. Now we're into the interesting phase of the game. Italian nerves will be jangling. Comfortable though they've been in possession, the scoreline has never been comfortable enough. Try as they might to add the gloss of the third goal.
And that's where you've got to try and make it uncomfortable for them. Now, whether that's a cross, whether that's throwing the ball long, you've got to try and make them a little bit uncomfortable, that they can't have possession, they can't run the clock down, they can't keep passing the ball left to right, and they're not being able to do that. Everybody's got back from Albania. You need to keep people up the field. And there's your trigger point, closing down now. There he is. He's had a poor touch. Can you squeeze on? Make him kick it long if you can.
Tense couple of minutes. That's how much is added on at the end of this game. We haven't had many stoppages. Only Bastoni's head injury, which didn't take too long to resolve. Biasso. And Calafiori dealt with that.
He did.
Can't take too many risks, though, Italy. And they've lost it here. Now what can Albania do? Will they finish this match in the way they started it, with a bang?
Well, you can hear the fans. They want them to go forward. None of this at the back. They want them to go forward. They know the time's running out.
Can see the clock as we're ticking towards the 90th minute of the game. If anyone can urge the players forwards, there's 50,000 or so Albanians inside the stadium. A population of around 2.8 million in the small West Balkan country is similar to the US state of Kansas. Feels as though most of them are inside the stadium tonight, or it has done when they've been going forwards, which hasn't been too often, but my goodness, did they raise the roof in the opening minute. Can they do it again in the final minute of the game? Lofted forwards. Oh, and here's a chance for Manai! Oh, and it's just wide! Ray Manai off the bench and so nearly onto the score sheet.
Well, again, it's that running behind, just a long diagonal ball, and just does enough. Just to come out and have that presence just in his eye, just catches as he comes out. I think that's a corner. It is a corner, and that was the reaction straight away. And you could tell by his reaction, like the way he pumped his fist afterwards, he knew he got some contact on it.
Oh, for Silvino. He thought that was the moment. The man he'd sent on to try to rescue a point for Albania. He thought he was about to do so. But Donnarumma just got a touch on it.
But that's how simple it can be. They can just put a long ball forward. I mean, they're going to run the clock down, and it's amazing, you know, 70% possession. I think I've just looked, 17 shots, 4 on target, okay. But, you know, at the end of the day, I wouldn't say hanging on, but they're trying to slow the clock down.
Well, the game just can be temporarily halted while the stewards deal with an intruder onto the field.
I mean, his save was excellent. And rightly so, we're not showing them, but that save was excellent. I mean, that's a massive save. And the Italians are going to make a sub as well.
Michael Folarunsho is about to come on. Oh, such a key moment. This match has been bookended by big, big moments. One scored by Berami. And Manai with that chance. Denied by Donnarumma. Whether it would have gone in had he not got a touch, we'll never know. And as things stand, it's Nicolo Barella's goal. A spectacular one as well from the man who's only just come back from injury. And has played almost the full game, but it is Michael Folarunsho to come on, who only scored, or rather, was given his first cap just very recently. And until this very second, was still eligible to play for Nigeria through his parents. Napoli man, but he's spent all his time out on loan pretty much since he signed in 2019.
Off that little bit of interruption, there's still 4 minutes, you know, still enough time to get another chance.
It's launched forwards this time for Italy. I haven't really said that in this game. It's Folarunsho.
They've normally passed it, they've checked the ball.
Oh, and the foul's been given against Ramadani. Challenge on Folarunsho.
You just wonder why maybe the Albanian players haven't showed a bit more energy in the last 10 minutes. You know, they're leaving it pretty late. I understand you don't want to leave yourself open to a counter-attack, but I think that sums it up a little bit. They're trying to find how long to go. As I said, it's amazing when you know, possession's been good, the passes that you had, the control of the game. But Jackie, you mentioned it, it's only one slip, one mistake, one bit of magic.
Could have been the moment for Manai.
Yeah, you could just tell with Donnarumma when he jumped up, he was so pumping his fist. You knew he got contact on it, and you know, for a referee just to not understand that as well is a little bit baffling. It happens quickly.
It's hard work being a referee, though. It all happened very, very quickly.
Well, don't do the job then. Don't take if you're going to moan it's hard work. Don't do it.
It was a tiny little flip. We couldn't be sure. It was only a celebration.
Well, I was certain.
From the goal.
I was actually, yes. Oh. I could tell by the keeper's reaction.
Well, you should have been a referee then. Oh, they're so nearly there, Italy.
And over the course of the game, they deserve it. I think they've been excellent. Yes, they got a massive wake-up call earlier on. There was a lot of questions, a lot of pressure on these as the returning champions. Losing 2 of your legends of the game, not here. And then be able to put a good performance. There were so many good things.
Is there another chance in this? Hodja not upended, according to Felix Zweier.
What was he saying about the ref?
Did look as though it could have been a foul, but he has been excellent. Time's running out for Albania. They might have to launch this. The 4 minutes of initial added time is up, but there was that intruder on the field, so more time will be added on, possibly around 90 seconds or so.
You see, they're trying to put pressure on the ball so they can't deliver it, but they've got bodies up there. Now just deliver the ball.
Now, what about this ball into Manai in the centre? Now, Hodja.
Oh.
And the strike is over the bar from Mite.
That bit of composure, that bit of quality that you needed. I mean, it's amazing. Look at the bench, how nervous they are. But here, it got caught in 2 minds, whether to cross it or actually have a shot. It rolled at him. And there's the big man. He can sense now that that might be enough.
done it by Bahrami. The goals have come, and it's Barella's goal that has seen them through with 3 points from that opening match. It's finished here in Dortmund after a dramatic start and finish to the game. Italy 2, Albania 1.
Jackie Warren, thank you very much. Jules Breach here with Peter Schmeichel, Alexi Lalas, and a very relieved Giorgio Chiellini. You got there in the end.
Finally, and now I could be happy and relaxed. I have loved all the game except the first minute and the last minute, but fortunately finished in a good way.
Yeah, Jackie sums it up perfectly there, Peter. Dramatic start, dramatic finish, but ultimately the defending champs got the job done in their opening match.
You know, this is one of the best matches I've seen for the first 17 minutes. That was fantastic. The 17 minutes you're thinking, wow, can these Euros, can they get any better? And then it's just fizzled out. And I would say there's no one in the world who can bring a result back home as the Italians. They just killed the game and got the 3 points. And this man here, Donnarumma, what a game he played again today.
How good was that save at the end?
Oh, I mean, it's you know, it saves him. He wins 2 points from that. So if that goes in, it's a 2-2 draw. You lose 2 points. So this guy, I mean, he was the best player in the last Euros, and you know, he started this Euros in exactly the same high-level quality.
Alexi, look at these fans. They're loving it. This Italy team just soaking up those celebrations.
They are, but it also hats off to Albania and the fans there. This was an incredible game, but this was also an incredible environment. And I'll tell you what, Albania coming in, a lot of people thought, oh, this is going to be a big problem. They played well, certainly. First 23 seconds were wonderful for them. I love the composure of Italy to be able to come back and not worry about the fact that they let it go in the first minute. But Albania is for real in that they can be a spoiler because they had opportunities, and this could very, very easily have finished 2-2.
Yeah, we joke about it. That goal that they scored, the fastest goal in Euros history, that opener in the 23rd second, was actually only Albania's only shot on target in the game. So people
all right, what's up?
Say that Italy just
Insiders Krusty Pizza, what's up, man? How you doing, Krusty? All right. So Italy gets it done. We get it done, Italy. Well done. 2-1. That mistake right in the beginning. Holy cow, what a nightmare that was. But they get the win. Goal differential is going to be tough to catch Spain. Spain with that whooping of Croatia. Oh my God. That was a beatdown. Oh, that's awesome, Krusty. Just swell. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. I'm so excited for the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Game 4. Oilers are getting it done tonight. We're getting it done. Canada is getting a win on Canadian soil. It's happening. Period. Oh, God. I got to change this little text line down here. Guys, I don't know how I do all these streams and all that, but I do. All right. Let's get this... let's get into Ultimate Team here and get a game in and keep working on that objective. Those of you who are EAFC fans, please go check out my buddy True Killer on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. True is unbelievable. He is pro level player. He is awesome. He will change your team around and get it going for you. So let's get into this this game here. And Krusty, who you got tonight? You think the Oilers are getting it done? One Nation Frenzy. All these England guys here. All right, I got the iPad here to do the audio switching from here, and keep an eye on the chat as well. Nice, this technology, huh? Oh yeah, there's Steph in the house. What's up, Stefan? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming over. I say start Pickard, but I still think they get swept. Krusty. Dude, they've got to pull Skinner. They have to. There's no option. If you want a chance to really have this team go after it tonight, I mean, obviously they're going to. It's in Canada, Stanley Cup Finals. They're gonna do it. But I say, yeah, Pickard in that. Switch it up, and let's go Oilers. Let's get it done. What's up? That's way cooler in text. Way cooler in text. My TSI friends, I got a little fun for tonight for the Stanley Cup Finals. Fresh Durban Poison, baby. Let's go. I am home all night. Got nowhere to go tonight. It's beautiful. We're gonna just play this game and switch up the audio. Oh God, gotta use the mouse. There we go. EFC gameplay. Beautiful.
My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside
everything
me in the
over
commentary box, providing expert analysis,
then I
is
gotta switch
Stuart
the
Robson.
TV to that cool
And
menu.
what we
Oh
have
my
for you
God,
is
Stefan,
chemistry
Krusty,
action. It's the founders
everybody else, if
versus
anybody
the
else is in here.
Rockets.
My God.
Two teams who are in great shape here.
Compared to where this was when I started
Should be a
TSI,
really good game tonight.
we've got a multimedia operation going now.
And you saw the situation
Beautiful.
developing. And here's the starting lineup for the Founders. Luke Shaw starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback position. And the tactical configuration has two
Sorry, I gotta buy
players
some
in attack
English players
from the very outset.
so that I can do better in these friendly games. Oh, come on, that was a horrible play there,
Rockets
Smalley.
finding space on the flank. Kane is still alive. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball.
Blocked. That was blocked. Oh my God, I suck at this game. Oh, look, he's gonna go switching people out to his good players. There you go. He says MLS. Yeah, Steph. So Stefan, I'm gonna bring. How should I say it? Stefan? Let me know, man. Let me know. Oh my God, I'm not even paying attention over here, trying to talk to my friends.
Madison.
Because I always want to say Steph, and that's a penalty. Yeah, this is not
The
good.
referee points to the spot, and it's going from bad to worse. Well, no card handed out, but a goal!
No, not good at all. Steph is good. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna start doing some MLS games. I'm probably gonna do the TFC games. I'm probably gonna do the TFC games on TSI. And then I will probably, at that point, go... I'm probably going to do MLS games and NWSL games on this channel. Because this channel definitely brings the heat with the CONCACAF soccer. And not with the European soccer. But again, this is... I've done like 4 videos on this channel in the last year. So...
Successfully cut out.
It's totally different from what it used to be when it was the podcast and my beautiful face all over the place, you know, talking, saying, oh, hi, look at me, bet on sports.
Jadon Sancho. Smith. And could it be
there it is, Loftus Cheek. All right, we're back in this. So, yeah, like I was saying, damn, this Durban Poison is good. I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. But, yeah, TFC games on TSI. Once we get done with the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals, as of right now, I'm just kind of on autopilot with SOP to just get this, get watch hours, kind of get content back out there, and then once summer's running on TSI with the Blue Jays and TFC and the Argos, that's right, we're gonna do the Argos too.
It looked promising.
Then
here's Luke Shaw.
Nice tackle. And yeah, then we're going to be good to go to focus on the fall and the winter and kind of European maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, that in the very near future.
It is a decent looking attack here. Real chance. Really commanding goalkeeping.
I am going to be going full-time here. But I'm not really going to talk about it much because, you know, we have those decisions, you know, those real life things that you gotta make and talk and deal with and all that. But yeah, it's coming very soon. I'm hoping by next fall with the Leaf season, it's going to be absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Beautiful setup for the goal. Thank you, Krusty. Thank you. NHL Finals goes to 7 would be great for the channel. Oh my God, dude, that'd be nuts. That would be The hockey is, I mean, the hockey is the community, the Leafs, you know, and Canada hockey. Man, this is the basketball games don't do anything, but really, why would they? It's a Toronto soccer channel, or a Toronto sports channel, and the Raptors are horrible this year, so. So, yeah. All right, let's go. We need to make any subs here. Get these guys. Declan Rice put in. God, this team sucks. I need to get some good players in this team. All right, let's do it. Yep, that's what I'm saying, Steph, for sure. That's what it is. Like I'm just rolling, doing my thing, and it's coming, bro. It's coming, but it's gonna be yeah, because things are getting crazy here.
A real opening now.
Nice save.
Spectacular save. Top class goalkeeping. Steffi Mabadidi. That's useful play. Oh, that's splendid play.
There it is, Sterling. All right, there's 3-2. Stress the silent killer. Got to do what you got to do. Hey, Krusty, we've actually been talking about that, man. That's big with Allison and I. We've been talking about that. It's just not. It's not worth it.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back.
We got to change it up. I don't like the direction of this, the way this society is going here, and I'm ready to have a little more freedom. I'm all about the freedom, guys. I don't care what your political beliefs are. I don't care if you want to be all about pride or be all about, back the police, defund the police. I don't care what your beliefs are. It doesn't matter in the long run. We're all human beings, and we need to treat each other with respect. And everybody's going to have a different opinion. That's how it works. You're never going to have everybody on the same page. So why bother with any of that business? Just freedom. That's where I go.
Unless they start getting it into their front players with better quality, they'll struggle to turn this one around.
I don't like the direction of the country here, you know, and the area. So it's time to move on to better, greener, better pasture somewhere else.
Jadon Sancho.
Ah, Sancho.
Well, it's the Rockets' turn now. Nobody closing down right. Good-looking move. Opportunity. And a precise challenge.
Saved myself that game there.
Loftus-Cheek.
Ah, shit.
$20 minutes to go in this one. Not there to intercept.
All right. Let's go, Sancho. Oh, is he on? Yeah, he held him on.
This could be the equalizer.
Get in. Boom. Tie it up. Nice goal. Nice goal.
From 2 down, they now find themselves level. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Is this the moment?
Come on. How'd I let that guy go like that? What the hell? How's the Jays game going over there, guys? I can't even see it. I got that one running on my other PC. That is not over here.
Watkins.
We got 4 in here. Okay.
Really good attacking play. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Well, nearing full time, and here's the question: are they going to come up just that little bit short? Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, surely they get one more chance before the end here. Forget the defending, they've played.
Opportunity here. Well, it's the late show.
Nope, we're going to tie it up. Still 5-0. Love it, Krusty. Love it.
Neither side shy about shooting in this match.
Got to get that middle game today, so we can, win another series, because that's what we do as Blue Jays. Oh, that's a foul, dude. Come on.
Well, that's it for the 90 minutes.
Are you going to do overtime in these friendlies?
It's not over, and 2 15-minute periods of extra time to come.
Yep. Okay. Let's see who's tired. Look, I think oh God, Loftus Cheek's dying out there. I don't have any subs. All right, let's go with maybe Stones for Smalling, and then we'll throw James in over there. Saka up front. Sterling card's good though. All right, it's tonight. Can't wait for that hockey game, guys. I'm just chilling tonight, relaxing. Got nowhere to go. It's a quiet Saturday night.
Period of extra time, and you've got to wonder to what extent fatigue will play a part in this now. It's been an extremely competitive 90 minutes.
Oh, snake. Thank you for messing that shot up, brother.
To finish that, but credit to the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant stop.
Let's see about the delivery.
Didn't miss that. All right. Got to get one back.
And I must say, I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4.
Too many moves. There it is, James. Oh, get down. There it is. Get there. Sancho.
And quick thinking defensively. Founders getting themselves into a good position. Timely intervention. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. No foul play, says the referee.
They're calling back a foul there?
So
okay.
He
was off to the races. Man. What are you doing? Just
the first period of extra time is over. 15
All right, we gotta get this one
Maybe
back.
After that, penalties, we'll see.
And we're just gonna sit here. Yeah, you see that TFC right there? That's right. Die hard TFC, guys. My TFC days. Oh man. So I first found out that they were going to be a team, and there was an expansion team. There's no name, anything like that. And I'm like, all right, I'll start following this. I can get into this, because I was starting to get into soccer after the 2006 World Cup when Italy won. When I had broken my leg, ankle, and foot at the same time playing hockey. Yes. The guy crushed me in the corner. And I braced for it. He went down, and I went down right on top of him, and my ankle snapped. Yeah, it was bad.
Charles.
Doctors told me I walk with a limp for the rest of my life. I told them hell to the no. And here we are. I was back on the ice, actually. There's another goal, but I was back on the ice in about 6 months. Which was absolutely insane. Made it for the championship game at that arena, at our beer league. It was actually a keg, and I actually had a Panthers jersey on. I should find that picture and put it up during the live tonight, actually. and tell that
Took a
story since
really smart piece of
I'm going to
defending to stop them.
be chilling tonight, and I might have some time in front of the camera too. There it is, Smith. Come on.
And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages.
There it is.
Oh, the threat is there.
Ah, Wan-Bissaka. Okay, that's the game here. But
and there goes the final whistle.
yes, Panthers. I love it. I love it. Oh man. Yep, I had a nice Panthers jersey on because I was that was the team, and we played in the championship game, and my ass got back onto the ice after that. Basically learned how to walk again, and won the championship. And I said, "That's it for hockey. I'm done. Hockey's over. Game over." All right, so yeah, I'm gonna kill this this game here, and kill the stream as well, and take a few minutes and clean up the house a little bit more, and get ready for this Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So Steph and Krusty, I appreciate you guys coming over and hanging out with us. Head on over to baseball. I'll see you in the chat over there, guys. Has EA actually made a soccer game that isn't buggy as hell? You know, Krusty, it's okay. I mean, it's not horrible. I like it. So, I don't know. This is the only soccer game that I play is FIFA. And this being the first one of not FIFA, being that it's EA FC 24. It's going to have a few hiccups this year, but I think next year's going to be crazy. And I'm doing a series where I'm going to have a pro player teach my kid how to play. This guy, True Killer. So it's gonna be pretty wild. We'll see. Got a lot of planning to do, a lot of work to put into it, but it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of stuff to do. With that, back to baseball. Cheers, gentlemen. Steph, as always, big shout out. Thank you, man. You're awesome. Same thing, Krusty. You're awesome, dude, in the chat. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here all the time. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, where is this button? Ending soon. Get on.
But glass frogs just might be the eighth. They're a type of tree frog native to the tropical forests of Central and South America. And they're super small.
Like they're itty. Like, have you seen them? Like they're like